Oh,
lost
we're
your
back.
internet completely?
We're back, but I don't know why we lost all internet. But yeah, we're back. I literally lost all internet. I had the red ring on my router. My modem wasn't lit up. I'm waiting for all the text messages. Hey, what happened? I lost internet. That's what happens. What was I doing? Oh yeah, that's right. I was rating. I was
yes,
rating.
you were. You were doing your review.
I was doing the rating of the episode, where I am saying it's a 4. 4 Black Panther helmets. Here,
Okay.
I have proof. 4 Black Panther helmets.
Good rating.
Yes. I liked it. I thought it was great. I liked that they didn't keep it 100% completely serious. You know? So I like where they were going. For those that are watching on Twitch, you're about to get another ad break, and I'm sorry. I had no control over this. I don't even know why it did what it did. Gotta love technology.
Right.
Because I'm going to have 3 parts to put together now. Make it 1. I'm going to make it 1. So, yes, I'm going with the good old number 4 Black Panther helmets for this episode. I thought it was great. I really do. Could they have probably improved upon things? Yes. Do I agree with you that the script felt a little forced at times? Yes, absolutely. But
it was mostly Ebo, to be honest. It was mostly Ebo that it seemed to be, something seemed off about it.
I am in full agreement with you, but he's kind of like the little brother that's annoying.
Yeah.
Just saying. But now let's break it down. We're going to go into episode 4, the last and final episode of Eyes of Wakanda, which is titled The Last Panther.
I'll tell you right off, this was an interesting freaking episode.
It really was, wasn't it?
I mean, you talk about throwing a wrench into everything that they've been doing. That's exactly what this episode does.
Yeah.
But it works out.
It really does. And what I liked about this was they still kept it up on the War Dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Only this time, we're in 1896 Ethiopia.
Yep.
And we have a Wakandan prince along for the ride.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I really like, and with this episode, where just because I've gotten kicked off and blocked and whatever so many times for this episode, we're going to try and sum it up as best we can, adding in those details that we thought were interesting on both sides. Because, let's face it, me being kicked off for a couple of minutes, that throws us off big time. But this story centers around Kuda, who's a war dog, and Tafari, who's the Wakandan prince. And both of them are trying to recover a stolen artifact. Okay?
That we've seen before.
That we've seen before.
That's all I'm going to say about it, but we've seen it before.
Now the question is,
where did we see it?
Yeah. Where did we see it? Because, oh boy, it was interesting to say the least. When you go, hey, I saw that once, or twice, or 3 times a lady. See, there you go. I am such a doofus.
No comment?
Once, twice, 3 times a lady.
An idiot.
Sometimes, but not all the time. So while they're in Ethiopia, there's a battle that's breaking out in the city. And correct me if I'm wrong, it was Kuda who said, no, we shouldn't go in. It's too dangerous, right?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
It was Kuda that said that that he was going to cancel the mission.
Yes. So they sneak off. But Tafari is like, no. I need to do this. I need to see this through. Kind of like that.
And it was a lot of the same attitude as Basha, but in a young.
Yes.
What's the word? You know how young kids are, especially when they're focused on something. And his focus was, I need to make my mark.
Yeah.
In Wakandan history.
Yes.
Because I'm the third son. I'm never going to take over the throne. It's just never going to happen. So I need to do something to write my name in the annals of Wakandan history. And this is how I'm going to do it.
Yes. Now I'm looking something up because I'm pretty sure I've seen that axe multiple times.
I know of one.
And the one that you and I are thinking of is definitely from Black Panther.
Mm-hmm.
The same axe that Killmonger tries to steal in the London.
No, he did steal from the museum.
Right. So, yeah. So we've seen it before. Now we know what happens to it. Dun, dun, dun. So when Tafari goes off, he returns with that axe. He's like,
I got it.
He's like, bitch, please. I did this all on my own. Mm-hmm. And that's when he also quotes Nani saying that he was following his own path.
Mm.
Which, don't get me wrong, yeah, I get it.
Your own path still has to have, still got some limitations to it there, buddy.
You got some, what is it? What is it they say in Pirates of the Caribbean? The pirate code is a book of guidelines. You don't have to actually follow it if you don't want to.
In this day and age, also known as protocols.
Yeah, protocols, pretty much. So the two are arguing big time because Kuda's like, I can't believe you did that, and blah 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 blah.
He was lecturing him.
Oh yeah, big time. It was like the teacher to the student, or the big brother. Like, what the hell's wrong with
talking about when we get back, I'm going to tell them no more ride-alongs for you because you're not paying attention to protocols and blah blah blah.
Yep. Well, at that same time, though, Tafari sees a figure appear, and obviously they were a little too late for things, and they crash. Launches the vehicle into the air, and they crash. Kudo wakes up. Tafari is still unconscious. And...
upside down.
Yep, upside down. And the person that is walking toward them has panther claws. So now we're seeing.
So is this a panther gone bad? Gone rogue?
Well, he wasn't a black panther now, was he?
I didn't say black. I just said panther. Just said panther. I didn't say black.
However, the panther does go for the axe. And that's when they're like, yo, chill.
Kuda's like,
But the two of them overpower the panther, and the panther starts pleading with them. And that's
in Wakandan.
Yes, in Wakandan. And then that's when she takes her helmet off. And Kuda is like, who are you? I've never seen you before.
I know everybody, and you are not.
You are not it.
Never seen you before.
What gives? Why are you this way? However, she uses the technology that she's got to show them a story that she's about to tell them. And she tells them that the Panther has, what is it? She's from 500 years in the future, I believe.
Yes, sir.
The story.
Yes, sir.
And
well, I mean, the first scene that she shows them is the Golden City
destroyed,
in rubble,
just gone. It's bad. It looks.
You're like, what the hell? This could never happen to Wakanda. What's going on?
Well, you know what? If it can never happen to Wakanda, then the snap that Thanos did should never have happened either.
Never say never in the MCU.
Exactly. Just like nobody stays dead. But while she is, in her time, as she put it, in her timeline, Wakandans embraced the outside world, which kind of ties back to Black Panther of them opening up the border.
The Wakandans did not embrace the outside world. That's why they were in the situation they were in.
Oh, right. Sorry, I reversed it. I apologize.
Yes.
I said the wrong word, okay? I said the wrong word, and I'm sorry.
And it's an enemy that we've seen before.
Yes.
Multiple times, both in Endgame and Eternals.
Yep.
You know, group called the Horde.
The Horde.
That's just just that name.
The Horde.
Even without knowing what it was, that name would just kind of make me cringe. Ugh, don't like the sound of that.
What's the matter? You don't like the Horde?
No. And I don't like hoarders either, but anyway.
I mean, listen. It happens. And like you've said, we've seen the Horde before. All you got to do is cut the head off the leader, so to speak. But anyway.
Yeah, but they seem to be a lot more technologically advanced.
Yes.
In this episode than they were in like Eternals or Avengers Endgame.
Well, I mean, especially for the Wakandans, you got to remember they've got flying ships in 1400 China.
Yeah.
So they're a lot more technologically advanced. And
but I meant the Horde.
Well, I mean, even the Horde. I mean, they're 500.
Yeah.
500 years in the future. So, that's a big thing. You know.
And what happened, is the Horde attacked from the edge of the galaxy.
Yeah.
They attacked Earth, and Wakanda did not help. And thus the rest of the world was destroyed.
Yeah.
And then, well, who are they going to come after? The last remaining stronghold, which is Wakanda.
Yeah.
And being by themselves, even with their advanced technology, they weren't able to stop them.
Yeah.
And the Horde killed everybody other than, half a dozen members of the Dora Milaje and the Queen.
Yep.
Which just so happens to be the person they're fighting.
Yeah. They assimilated her. But in the long run, even with their story, she flat out tells them, listen, you were never meant to find that axe.
Yep, this needs to be put back.
You need to put it back because the forgotten son of Wakanda is supposed to find it and bring it back.
Wonder who that could be.
Oh, I know. Pick me.
Name start with a T? Sully?
No. Starts with a K.
Not by the way they spell it here.
Well, gotta remember.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, you just went. Oh shit!
Yeah, I just pulled a Sully.
You did. You pulled a me.
I have video dyslexia.
Okay, there you go. So obviously, the Forgotten Son is Killmonger, and he's supposed to steal it from the museum before challenging T'Challa, the Black Panther, because Tafari got that axe. He just caused an entire timeline break. Enter Loki, by the way.
Oh, but he just sits and watches now.
He holds it all together.
But yeah, and you know, I can, being in Kuda's shoes.
Yep.
I could understand exactly why he's like, okay, I don't know what she did to put those images into our head, but I don't believe you.
Yep.
This is not true. And Tafari comes up with a really good idea.
Yeah.
What was that idea?
You tell me.
Oh, I was going to let you tell.
No, please.
Tell me something that only somebody from 500 years in the future would know.
Well,
she had to think about it, though. She really did. She had to sit down and think about it. What am I going to say?
Yeah.
And then she goes, well, your princess is pregnant again.
Dun, dun, dun.
With a girl.
Dun, dun, dun.
Kuda's like, no, not true. And then I guess her time ran out on this jump.
Yep. And
she was yanked back to her time.
Whisked away on a JetBlue vacation.
Yeah, I think we got, JetBlue goes to some pretty crappy vacation points then.
It really does. But
at least in this episode.
what I really liked about it was the fact that she told them, listen, one, if you don't put it back, here's what's going to happen. Killmonger never steals it, and T'Challa and him never fight. Therefore, he never recovers it or opens Wakanda to the outside world. Now, think about this. If he never opened it to the outside world, right? That means Earth somehow survived Thanos' attack without Wakanda's help. Without.
Somehow.
In some way, shape, or form. Okay? Could you imagine what the Earth looks like? And that's if they survived.
I hate to put it this way, but downtown Gaza?
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. So, Kuda goes, okay, we're going to return the axe.
No, Kuda's like, no, that's not true.
He eventually says, yeah, let's bring it back.
Yeah, I mean, Tafari goes, actually, what she said is true.
Yeah.
But the only people that know are the royal family. I shouldn't be telling you this, but I'm going to tell you this because it does apply to the situation right now.
And now you, Kuda.
I loved when Kuda said, okay. And he's like, oh, thank God. I thought you were going to... I didn't think you were going to go for it.
I'm glad.
Talk about a sense of relief.
That was like a wipe of the forehead of all the sweat with your arm and be done with it. Well, the two of them return the axe, which is great. But on their way, a building falls on Kuda.
He saves Tafari.
Yep, he did. He also urges Tafari to finish the mission. And Tafari's like, I'm not going to leave you. No.
Stay on mission.
Yeah. But he does.
Yeah.
And that's when they kind of go into the future a little bit. Where the Dora Milaje are all wiped out by the Horde, leaving the Panther all by herself.
The queen.
Tafari replaces the axe. When he calls to Kuda, though, there's nothing. Nothing. Not a word. The Panther, standing her ground, is holding the Horde back. Mostly to protect the time portal.
Mm-hmm. She says we can't let them enter their timeline.
Yep, because if that happens, oh boy, that's going to be brutal. Brutal.
Be the end of the earth, pretty
Yep.
much.
So Kuda wakes to find Tafari removing rubble from atop of him. They get him out and they limp away together, having accomplished their mission. And then, of course, they have to explain why they didn't bring the axe back. Oh. Why didn't
And you
bring
have
the
to
axe?
admit, Tafari steps up in this circumstance.
Really does.
He steps up big time.
Really does.
Covers Kuda's butt, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah. Does whatever he needs to do. And even Kuda's like, you know what? I am very happy that you stood up, spoke up, and defended not only yourself, but me
Yeah.
against your entire family on this mission.
Yeah. And points out that, no one's ever going to know how brave of a person he actually was.
Yeah.
In these circumstances.
Now, for him, for Tafari, he flat out said the mission is more important than the story.
Which is what Kuda was telling him in the car before they got wrecked.
Yep. So you can see a complete 360
Full
from
circle.
Tafari in the beginning of the episode to the end of the episode, which is a good thing because that just means that the main character learned from their mistakes.
Well, combat makes you grow up very quickly.
Very quickly.
And the fact of almost losing your best friend, which Kuda basically was for him,
Yep.
Almost losing him and everything else that happened, if he didn't make that transition or that change,
Yep.
it would have been a whole different ending to the story.
Which, with the ending of this story, Tafari even says, listen, I'm never going to see the future.
Yep.
And that's when we see Killmonger staring at the axe in the museum. Not only did they tie this very well.
Oh, yeah. It was a
Very
perfect
well.
tie-in.
It brought everything full circle as a great prequel to Black Panther.
Agree.
Now, for me, I would have liked to have seen more episodes. At least a couple, like maybe 3 or 4 more episodes. Because to be
It
honest,
should have been at least 6.
at least 6. Because to be honest, how can you not have a World War II episode?
Right. I mean, you do 1480 China.
Yeah, well, which was important because you brought Iron Fist back into the MCU.
Right.
At least the
Well,
legend.
I'm just saying, you did 1400 AD, you did 800 something BC
Yeah.
in Ethiopia. You hit the lion, King of Lion or whatever the
Yeah.
hell he called himself.
The Lion
You know,
King.
I
Simba and
didn't want to go
Mufasa are
Disney on
here.
it, full Disney on it. You know, a couple of other historical points would have been
Yeah,
nice. Plus, you could have still gotten a little bit more of the history of the war dogs in there.
you know what would have been really good?
And World War II episode would have been great, and maybe something in outer space.
Like in the future? Nah.
Mm-hmm.
Nah. I mean, you probably still could. But here was my thought. We've already seen the Battle of Troy. We've seen, what was it? What was the first one again? It's been weeks since I've watched this, by the way.
The Lion King. I don't remember what the time frame was.
The
for
Lion.
That,
the Lion. Then you had the Battle of Troy. Then you had 1400 AD China. And then you had the 1800s. Well, what about, and hear me out on this, the Titanic? Lost Wakandan artifacts on the Titanic, and it's sank.
Yeah, I could see that.
Or World War II.
But you'd have to have some adversity in it,
Yes.
and it'd be hard to come up with the adversity for the Titanic.
No, it wouldn't.
You know, I mean, think about it. Wakanda would not have to have anybody on the ship to try to get it.
Sure,
They just, with their technology, they wouldn't have to worry about their deep sea submersible collapsing in on itself.
Very true.
So they would just go down there and, you know, put on their special suit and swim inside of it and get the artifacts. So you could develop the struggle for a Titanic episode, but I think it would be hard-lived.
But other than that, I think a World War II episode would have been phenomenal.
Yeah, definitely a World War II episode.
Phenomenal. I mean,
you've already had, you know, the Red Skull and everything else with World War II and Captain America and everything. It'd be too easy.
Yeah.
Too easy to slip in a World War II episode with Wakanda.
I think it would have came out great.
Especially with the war dogs.
True. Very true.
Yeah, I agree with the World War II. I struggle with the Titanic one. I think we might be able to find something else.
A lot of artifacts went down with the ship, so, you know, it is a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
But you'd have to have a good story for that one. World War II, the story writes itself.
I just thought of it.
I
just thought of how to make Wakanda or Titanic interesting.
Indeed. Tell me.
Rose.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
No, not roads. Rose.
Oh, Rose.
With the, what is it, the Eye of the Sea or whatever.
The necklace?
The necklace. Guess what? That's the Wakandan artifact.
Yeah, you can't really use that.
But she has it.
True, but you can't really use that because then you're infringing on copyrighted stuff. So it wouldn't work. But
so maybe it's one of her bracelets or something. But you could make it work, but it would be a stretch, I think.
Something along those lines.
So
for
episode
me,
4, your thoughts, sir?
For me, with this episode, because they tied it so very nicely, they incorporated the multiverse, they incorporated time travel, and they tied it to Black Panther. I'm giving this episode a 4.5. Okay. Just because of how they tied everything together so nicely. And not only that, but you didn't feel like you were waiting for something to happen. It just kept going. Mm-hmm. You know, it wasn't stale.
They actually pulled you along with the storyline.
They pull you along. And like I said before, I thought this was a great prequel to Black Panther. A great prequel.
I would agree.
Can you add more to it? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Should
you
they?
can always add more.
I think so. I think they should do another 4-episode miniseries. Why not? There's plenty of time to kill.
You got to tell more of the story of the war dogs.
Yeah.
I mean, that can't be it.
No, there's more. There's more.
You know, there's got to be more to them.
So I give it 4.5 Black Panther helmets.
I agree with you on everything,
Ooh.
minus the Titanic thing. But, you know, I agree with you on everything on that. I love the way that they actually, you didn't have to follow it because they actually brought you along with.
True.
In the storyline, in the timeline, in the whole thing. And like you said, they tied it up very nicely. I would put it this way. They tied it up with as a prequel for Black Panther with a bow bigger than the one you put on a car when you surprise your sweetie with it on Christmas.
It's red. In this case,
I
purple.
mean, no, it's Wakanda purple.
Wakanda
Thank you very much.
purple. Yes.
Yes.
They
They tied it all together, and I love the way they ended it with the scene of Warmonger
just
or Killmonger standing in front of the case with the axe.
Yep.
Still in the case. You could see his baggy jeans, the whole freaking 9 yards. They copied that image perfectly.
They really did.
Into an animated scene. And I saw that and I went, oh shit. And even Kay knew what it was.
Yep. Certainly did.
4.25. I'm giving this one
right.
4.25.
Nice. So overall, what do you actually I should do that, right? Overall, I do overall first. So overall,
we can go either way on that one. We've never had a specific.
Overall, I'm giving this miniseries a 4. It wasn't bad. It really wasn't. It wasn't bad. I loved all the stories. Could they have tweaked a few? Yeah. Could they have added something else? Sure could. We already mentioned it. But all in all, I thought it was pretty good. I'm giving it a 4. I liked it.
I like the series. My only issue, and we kind of talked about this before, offline.
Yep.
But my only issue is there should have been more. 4 episodes was not enough for this.
It really wasn't.
And if they were only going to do it one time, if they come out with season 2, then I'm good.
Okay. All right.
They come out with season 2. I'm a 4.5.
Nice.
On season 1. But with where things are right now, I'm left wanting too much.
I want more.
I really, really want to know more about the War Dogs because we've never heard of the War Dogs, or I've never heard of the War Dogs until this series.
Yeah.
So I want more.
Give them what the man wants.
I'm at a 3.5.
All
I'm
right.
at a 3.5.
All right.
But it's a good series. I enjoyed it. I really did. But that's the problem. I enjoyed it so much that I want more.
Hey, and that's okay.
You know. And if they do a season 2, then my score goes up by a whole point. If they don't, then screw them. They're not getting any more than 3.5.
Oh, man. Well, with that being said, that is the end of Avenger Pretenders for this series. We will be back in a couple of weeks, though, where we have a new miniseries, Marvel Zombies. Yes. The one series that JT has been dreading because he does not like that stuff. He really doesn't. He doesn't like the zombie stuff.
Which one is it?
Marvel Zombies. Remember season 1 of What If? They did an entire episode with the Marvel Zombies. Well, now they're doing an entire mini series. I think it's going to be like Eyes of Wakanda. I think it's only going to be 4 episodes, where it's
I can deal with 4.
It's taking place during an alternate timeline that the What If Zombie episode was a part of. So but they've got they've got a lot of the Marvel stars doing their voices. Awkwafina is going to be back from Shang-Chi. David Harbour from Black Widow and Thunderbolts. Simu Liu, who was Shang-Chi, is playing his role. Elizabeth Olsen will be reprising her role as the Scarlet Witch. Hint, hint, folks. Hint, hint. Let's see. Scheduled, so September 24th. September 24th is when it comes out, and it will consist of 4 episodes. So only 4 episodes, so you'll be good, JT.
I guess I can handle 4.
You'll be good. But basically the premise is it's taking place on that world with the Marvel zombies. What if zombies? And it was a virus that has turned most of the world's population, including the Avengers, into zombies. This series will follow a group of survivors as they discover a key to bringing the end to the zombie plague.
You want to hear something or want to see something really funny, Sully?
Does it pertain to the show? Nice. You got your What If shirt on. I like it. With Captain America as the zombie. I love it. I love it. Let's
Things
see.
happen for a reason.
Just to continue going down. So Elizabeth Olsen is reprising her role, like I said. Randall Park will be Jimmy Woo, the FBI agent from Ant-Man 2. Paul Rudd will be reprising his Scott Lang role. Wyatt Russell is John Walker. Haley Steinfeld as Kate Bishop Hawkeye. Tessa Thompson will reprise as Valkyrie. So we're starting to see everybody come back and do their own voices for their characters. Dominique Thorne, who played Riri Williams from Ironheart, she'll be reprising her role. Let's see. Iman Vellani, who was Kamala Khan / Ms. Marvel, she'll be back as well. Let's see. Hudson Thames, who did the voice of Peter Parker, Spider-Man in What If, is reprising his role as Peter Parker and Spider-Man. And Todd Williams will be playing Blade. So we're going to see Blade come back. Yay. However, the zombies, Hawkeye, Captain America, Abomination, Ghost, Carol Danvers, Icarus, and Okoye. They're all zombies. Good luck, folks. As long as they don't take Spider-Man, I'm good. He does eventually become a zombie. But that's besides the point. So, with that being said, we'll be back the end of September for Avenger Pretenders. Until then, we will also be back tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern for The Sully Show, where JT will have his world record story, some dad jokes, and other things going on. And we have a full prep sheet.
And a very, very interesting physical challenge.
Oh, yes. It's going to be wonderful.
One that I couldn't do, but,
It's going to be wonderful.
Yes, it will. It's going to be a lot of fun.
So we'll be live tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time right here on Accidental Punch TV. That, my friends, is the end of this version of Avenger Pretenders. Check us out at the end of September. I will post it. I will let everybody know sporadically as we go live. And as always, my friends,
Thank you, Carol.
Good night, Carol. And as always, Thanos was right.